Okay guys, let me start with the class where we left yesterday, and that's the last item type of the reading where we left with the single answer with the MCQs. That's what we will be practicing today. The classes are provided by CECA, and guys, you know that there is a webinar. Actually, I just said it's Tuesday, but it's on the Thursday. I just checked it out. It's on 3rd of
But ma'am, I can't find the thing on the Facebook. Could you like?
I just I mean you need to go into the post. When you look into the post, there is a link mentioned. Okay, let me send it here. You can save it and you can use the same link on 3rd September, and that's going
Thank
to
you,
be
ma'am.
at 12:30.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
12:30 to 1.
Thank you, ma'am.
So let me just send it to you just now. I was just turning it up and I was not knowing that you didn't find it. Otherwise, I'll be just sharing it at that very moment. Because daily there are many posts, na? So it's like maybe it just went down the line. I mean, there are 10, 12 posts before that, and then you will be getting that link. I'll just send it to you because I just saw now. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it's on 3rd September, and the timing is 12:30 to 1 p.m. And these are the Zoom details. Let me see if I can copy link location, maybe something like that. Okay, I'm sending a message. You see if you get the link or something. Okay. This is link location. Maybe you click it and you see what you get. Maybe you get the same post.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. So, right. So here we are with the reading and moving towards the reading MCQ with the single answer that we have to practice first, and then we will be moving to the listening item types. So first, this is the one we are doing just right now. Reorder characters, that we did yesterday with the time sequence. And always when we finish something here, do practice at home as well. Spare maybe half an hour and just try to use the same techniques and everything again by yourself and see what are the results, right? So here, reading multiple choice single answer. So that means we have to select one single answer and there will be 2 to 3 questions like that in the reading. And every question will be carrying 1 mark as you're selecting only one option, right? So after reading it just like MCQ, you just have to pick one option only, and here the text also will be up to 300 words and the score will be given to your reading module, right? Whatever option you will be selecting, that option will be highlighting in yellow color and you will be able to select only one option. So there is no negative marking in here, as like in the MCQ multiple answer where you having negative marking. This is not the case here. Why? Because you won't be able to select more than one option here. Like for this specific category of the question, you need to understand the question only. The keywords you are taking, that will come from the question itself, right? Definitely you have to read the instruction as well to know what the instruction is saying as regard to the question. But yes, the keynotes, this time you're not picking up from the options, you are picking up from the question itself. So keynotes, when you will be picking it up from here, go to the passage, skim the passage down, and see where you are getting those keynotes you have picked from the question itself. Maybe, in this case, it's on the last paragraph, fourth. So wherever you're getting those keynotes, you have to read through one or two sentences to understand the meaning of the same, to understand what they're talking in the same context, and then according to that, you need to pick one option, right? So it's not that you are reading only the question, you're not going through the option. That's what I'm saying. Just go through the question, take out the keynotes, and after then quickly move through the options as well, like what options they have presented you with, right? And then start reading with the passage, right? So this is like definitely for sure for this question, you have to read and understand the question first, right? And then skimming and scanning. This is all about skimming and scanning. So that means like taking the keywords into the passage, looking where the area where you're getting the same keynote you have taken from the question, and then scanning it down for the answer, right? So pay attention to any noun, dates, adjective, and activities, or any repeated activity mentioned, right? Do not skip the question under any circumstances, right? Because there is no negative marking. So it's like, if even if you're not sure about the option, just mark whatever you feel like is the most suitable option as per your understanding at that moment, right? But do not skip the question, because if just in case your hit and trial works, you will be getting 1 mark, and otherwise it is 0 for you, like no marks at all, right? And even if it's get wrong, still your score will be 0. So it's always wise to just mark one answer and then move to the next, right? Do not spend more than 1.5 to 2 minutes. As I told you, in MCQ, we guys spend 2 minutes on one single question. In here, because we're just finding only one option, so we need to spend only 1.5 minute max, right? Why? Too, sometimes the passage is lengthy and we have to take time to just skim it down and find the keynote. But yeah, in most of the cases there will be 2 to 3 questions, so you will be spending only 1 to 1.5 minutes on each question of this category, right? So this is the thing you need to take care. And when you are looking into the question, just look inside, like what the question is asking to you to do. If it's about the main idea, like main key idea of the passage, then you have to go through the entire of the passage, like entirely what it is conveying, what is the summary of the passage, and then you have to just go after the answer and look which best summarizes that thing, right? And sometimes the question state what is the main key point mentioned in the passage. So that means there maybe they're talking about 3 4 things in the passage, but you have to take out what is the main concept, what is the main topic of the entire passage. So that's why it's important to concentrate on the question part when it is MCQ single answer, right? Now we will be practicing few of the question of the same category. Stopping yours, sharing the Word document. Okay, here it is. You see, there is a question which says, which of the following choices best identifies the main idea of this passage? As I just told you, so the question is about which of the following choices best identifies the main idea of the passage. So it's about, we have to look what the main idea of this small passage, go through the option, read them down, then go to the passage and see according to the passage which is the best, which is the main idea, and mark that as an answer. And you utilize only 1.5 to 2 minutes on single question here. So we will be doing 3 questions right now. So just send your answers by reading it. Okay, kindly send your answers to me only. Let me change the setting. Okay, now it will come to me only. No, Sukhdeep, that's not right. Lok, yeah, that's right. 1 mark. And Sukhdeep, 0 mark. Anjali, 0. Ashmita, 0. Sabina, 1 mark. I won't be treating the second answer, but yes, this is right. But your mark still will be 0. Kimberly, 1 mark. Binod, 0. Anybody left? Send your answer. No, still 0. Sujan and Shaza. Okay, yeah, that's right. 1 mark, Sujan. And Shiza, your answer. Okay, rest, I guess everybody send that. All right, so here, Shiza, are you sending the answer? I guess you're not near the computer system. All right. Guys, here it says, which of the following choices best identify the main idea, right? So the student who are giving me option B, where it says everyone over 6 months old should get flu shot this year. So you see, main idea is about where they are talking more about something. So this they just mentioned as a first sentence, as a topic sentence. Okay, now this is like everybody who is at least 6 months old should get a flu shot this year. But the main idea, when you see, the AARP bulletin reports that a vaccine called Fluzone high dose is now available, designed specially for the for people aged 65 years and older, because older people produce. So this is mainly about like that a special dose which is designed for the older people. They're talking more about it. So that's the main idea. Out of, you know, so you see, out of 6 sentences, if 4 sentences relate to that particular thing, so that's about the main idea, right? So there is now a special high dose flu shot. That's what they are describing in all the remaining sentences, right? Which stands with the A option, not with the B, right? So the main idea. So this is the thing we have to understand when we're doing the single answers. We have to look into the question, and according to the question, we need to first understand it, what it is asking, and then we can only find the right answer here, right? So for this question, it's A. Let's do the second one. So here it is. Identify the statement below that gives the most accurate statement of the central idea now of this passage. Central idea of this passage. That's what we need to look into for this question. Look into that. Again, very few sentences, just 3 sentences. And what is the central idea you can find out of the 4 options given? Okay, I got the answer. It's from Sujan, and the answer is right. Okay, Sukhdeep, answer is right. Shiza, Kimberly, yes, answer is right. Very good. So it's like first you need to understand the question exactly what it is about, and then it's like very small passage they have given. It can be up to 300 words as well. Then maybe it's difficult to find the central idea with a lot of things in that. But just like if you're getting 3-4 sentences, it's not a big deal to find it right. And Binod, Ashmita, and Lok, the answer is right. All right, so the answers are received. They all correct. If anybody pending with the answer, kindly send it right now. Anjali, your answer, and Sabina and Sagar. If you guys are sending your answer, send it right now. All right, Anjali, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right, Sabina. So we know that it's like the B, the elasticity of the water surface is one component of the lizard's ability to run on water. Why? Because that's the central idea. They said that starting it like water is elastic, and then they joined the same thing with the lizard-like creature that run across the top of water, right? And if you just go with lizard in Amazon jungle, that's not the central idea. That's not basically they're talking about here. And the C option, all lizards, they're not talking about all lizards I have this ability to run on water if it has elasticity, because they're just talking about the Amazon jungle where you just encounter a lizard like structure, creature, right? And then water in the Amazon jungle has elasticity because of its hot climate. It is not mentioned in there, like why it has that elasticity. What is the reason behind that? It's not mentioned. So we stand with only B option, which is actually the right answer. All right, so here go with the third question and the last question for this one. They infer from the passage that. So what we can infer from the passage, that option we have to pick. And keep your mics on mute, please. So just quickly look into this question and send your answer. That's not right. Sukhdeep and Shiza, both incorrect. No, Anjali, that's not right either. We may infer from the passage that. Infer, you need to understand the meaning of that. That is like something conclusive, conclude out, depending on the facts and explanation mentioned. So what is that information that you have to find as an answer out of the 4 option given? No, that's not right, Kimberly. Not right. And that's with the Shmita, not right. So all the wrong answers, it's a 0 mark. And Sabina, the answer is right. It's 1 mark. Sukhdeep and Shiza, it's still not right. It's wrong. 0 mark. Look, it's like giving 2 options for 1 question. It's not possible at all. But the later one is right. You will be getting 1 mark for that. And yeah, and Binod, the option is not right. Just a second, guys. Okay, so the answer is A. It's not B, C, or D. It says we may infer from the passage that when we trace our family history, we may find bad as well as good things. So it's like we need to look into the conclusive type of thing here. Just a second. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let me start with that was an answer A. When we have to infer from the passage, that means you have to understand what is the conclude, like summary of the passage of the whole passage you are doing. That's what you find an answer. And basically, it's about like it includes the bad and good things as well. When we talk about our family history, that's what the passage is about, right? And you see, when it's a single answer, it seems easy. The answers are going to be really easy, but actually when you're doing it, you need to understand what is the demand of the question, right? Same goes to the listening one. When you do the listening question for the single answer, you have to understand what is the demand of the question, and according to that only you can select the option. Because otherwise you will be finding like maybe this option is also right, this seems also right? There is no negative marking, but doesn't mean that we just marking any option, because every mark is important. You know that it will definitely drag you to your required score. So that's why it's important to understand question and then select the option. So 3 question we did, they are of different like with the word stating. One was main idea, central idea, and then what you can infer from the passage, right? Now moving to the listening. Now, because we already completed all the reading item types, so moving to the listening. Listening is the part 3, and before listening there will be a 10 minutes break, and that's an optional break after the reading. But yes, you must be taking that break so that you can refresh yourself. And after the 10 minutes break, definitely you cannot leave the center. You need to be inside the premises. But yes, you can go and have water and walk around inside the center so that you can refresh yourself, and you can sit again for the another long round, which is part 3, listening. And it is for 45 to 57 minutes, right? So it is the lengthy item, or the part you can say, of the test. And it will be having 8 item types in it. And again, the time is taken care by you, 45 to 57 minutes, except summarize spoken text. Because the summarized spoken text, SST as we call it, the time is individually monitored. You will be given 10 minutes for the same, but besides that, every other item type you taking care of the time. It's like there are few item types where you just playing by the audio. That mean if you are obviously you are listening the audio, you know that like how much time you should be spending on each item type. Because when the audio is over, that mean the time, whatever time you are utilizing after that, that's the time you need to manage. Like you're not exceeding 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. So that certainly depends when you are doing it in the time bound atmosphere. Just give yours, when you're practicing all the listening item types, just give yourself time, 45 to 57 minutes according to the question type. Definitely when you do on this different websites, so you know that the timing is already provided, and see how much time you should be giving to the specific item type, so that you're not running out of time and you are completing all the set question here, right? So write from dictation will be the last item type. Summarize spoken text will always remain the first item type, and rest 2 to 7. These item types, they can be in other order as well. That mean in second place you will be having, you can have filling in the blanks. Third place you can have multiple choice single answer. Fourth place you can have multiple choice multiple answer. So it's like the order can be changed, but yes, the summarized spoken text and the write from dictation, they will be on their respective place always, right? Because that's how you can understand this is beginning of the exam of the listening part. And write from dictation, it is the last item type, and you can just manage your time, because while reaching to this item type, probably you will be having just 5 minutes or something like that, according to how much time you have spent on other item types, right? So first we will be doing this summarized spoken text. So here definitely for every question type you will be in listening, you will be hearing to an audio. So after listening to an audio or recording, you have to write a summary in 50 to 70 words, right? So we won't be doing much questions here. We will be doing just 2 summaries, right? I'll be playing an audio right now. And what is the task here? That you have to take the notes so that you can write a summary of 50 to 70 words. And the prompt length, that means the audio you will be hearing, it can be somewhere from a minute to 1.5 minute, right? 1.5 minute. And skill assess, that means definitely you're getting mark in the listening as it is a listening item type, but you are submitting your answer in a written way, so you are also getting mark in the writing module as well. So that's make it as an important question, because you're getting marks for the 2 item types here. So you will be given 10 minutes. When the recording is over, the 10-minute timer will be, it will start automatically. You know that, right? And then it will start counting down 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 7. And then it is like, you know that how much time you left with to do this specific question. You cannot write, I mean, you must not write like words less than 50, and you definitely can't type more than 70 words. So it's like somewhere around 50 to 70 words you have to complete the summary. There will be a box given where you are typing your answer. One side of that there will be timer, one side of it there will be word count, like how many words you have typed in already, and beneath that there will be 3 options: cut, copy and paste. So according to the according to the need, you can use this option. Like if you have to paste the same word somewhere else as well, you can simply select that word, you can copy it by pressing the copy button, and then drag the cursor to the place where you want to paste it, and there you can paste it, right? And if you want to delete something, so cut is quite handy, that just select it and press cut, it will save your time, right? And then this is how the screen will be, because question will only be having instruction, That's it. And beneath that, same like that, there will be an empty box. So you will hear a short lecture, write a summary for a fellow student who was not present at the lecture. You should write 50 to 70 words, right? And response will be judged on the quality of writing. That means your sentence formation, your spelling, the way you use the grammar structures there, right? That's how your writing skill is getting tested. And secondly, how well you have presented the key points mentioned in the lecture. So how well you have picked the key points from the lecture, that's how your response will be judged for the listening skills, right? So that's how they will be marking you on listening and writing both. So you will be provided a erasable notepad throughout the exam from starting till end. So you can take as many notes as you want on that notepad. So here what you will be taking as note, so as the recording will start, you need to start taking notes, right? And definitely you're writing about what is the main thing discussed, what are the main key points mentioned in concern to the subject of the lecture, right? So everything you must be noting down. So here is the template you will be using with the SST. Normally students don't have templates with the SST, but we do provide that as well. So this is like where you can simply put up the things here, speaker, what he or she is talking about. Then he primarily emphasized on which thing. Additionally, he added which sort of information and also highlighted but also mentioned. So the further data stressed on which thing, and finally this like the lecture provided crucial information about what thing. So it's like if you are able to even write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 word from the lecture only, still you will be able to produce a good response by using this template. But yes, always I mention that try to take notes in phrases rather than in words, right? Because when you're taking notes in the phrases, they are more helpful as compared to the words, because they give you more you can recall the things more with the phrases, and you can better use them in the given template in the given format, right? So understood this question? You will be given 10 minutes after I played the lecture. In those 10 minutes, you are writing your response actually right now, and you are submitting it by the way you already submitting, right? So we will be listening to such lectures, and after that we'll be moving to the next item type for the listening. So here I am playing the lecture. Okay, it's beginning in 5 seconds. So be ready with your pencils and notepads so that you can take notes. It's starting now.
One of the social issues faced by the state of Alaska is the lack of mental and emotional well-being of the native Alaskans. It is very unfortunate that many of the Native Americans are living under poor conditions throughout the country. In the cases of Native Alaskans, even virtually entire villages are suffering from a lack of mental and emotional well-being, which includes continuing poor physical and mental health. Alcohol abuse, domestic violence, homicides, and suicides are frequent among them, which of course lead to families falling apart. It is tragic to see that many children are abused and not educated properly. As a matter of fact, the children themselves are abusing alcohol and other chemicals, and the rate is increasing over the time. Since parents are suffering from mental illnesses and alcohol abuse, they can't take care of their children. So many children are being taken care of by others or simply neglected. Therefore, we can conclude that Alaskan natives are losing hold of their communities, cultural identities, and most importantly, their childhoods. So you can see how serious the issue is. Plus, rather than making a living for themselves, they are depending on public services and subsidies. They have lost control of and responsibility for their economy and governing institutions. 1.
Okay, so that was the summary, or that was the lecture. Now, by using the template on the screen, whatever notes you have taken, try to frame a response in between 50 to 70 words. So these are the words already right now in the template. The words are 42 around. If you're just picking up the words from the notes you have taken, you can simply paste them in the spaces given, but remember that take care of the sentence formation. So your sentence should give a proper meaning. It should not be like that you are writing something that he primarily emphasized on, and then you just add the thing you have taken as a note, not taking care of the sentence formation, because that's how you will be losing mark on the grammar structure. So whatever sentence you're typing out there, be sure that it is imparting a proper meaning. So type your response and send it. It's 10:47, 10 minutes you have to write your response. Sometimes we do take lot many notes, and then we have to decide which one we will be picking up, as we have to actually infer like which are the key information, key points, and then we have to paste those, I mean type those in the given spaces. And this could be the other way around as well. Maybe you're just using the way the sentences are mentioned there here. Maybe you're just missing on few words because you got more notes and you want to frame a sentence of your own. uh, then you can also go after that as well. And if you feel no, I need to go with this template, it's more easy. It also won't affect your score at all, right? Provided that the grammar, spelling, and punctuation is all correct. Punctuation stands for the first alphabet of every sentence need to be capital, and wherever full stop, commas are needed, they need to be there. And if any noun you are mentioning out there, you know that like proper noun, the first alphabet again it need to be capital. So these are the things which you getting marks for the punctuation. So it's already 2 minutes, 8 more minutes to you. So 6 minutes you left with. It's 3 minutes left. Kindly send your response if anybody is ready. Okay, one response. Thank you. And it is from, okay, Ashmita, fine. Okay, let's read it. So I need to count the words, guys. So whenever you're typing, so you should be taking care of the words. They need to be somewhere around 50 to 70. Not less than will be getting good marks, and definitely you won't be, I think, able to type more than 70. But even if you able to, still take care that you are not writing any word, even one more word than 70 words. Okay, the speaker was discussing about social issues. All right. And when you're writing this children thing, children, and you mention it like, okay, there are 4 or 5 responses. Very nice, guys. About children, they are not educated. They are not educated. I mean, they are, I think, because that's what you want to say here, Ashmita, but also mention about children that they are not educated, whereas parents are suffering from mental illness. So this makes it a right sentence. And their children eventually. Yeah, that's right. Other than that, Ashmita, the keynotes are all there. There is a problem with the sentence formation. That's for the sentence I mentioned. And the remaining part, it's all good.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
When you're just submitting your response, be sure that you're reading it, because if you're not proofreading the same, so that's why these mistakes happen. Because when we're just typing, sometimes we tend to mistype, or we just miss the, to add something in the text. So that's what happened actually. So that means you need to proofread whatever you have typed there. Domestic violence. The word is not violent. It's domestic violence. Binod. The end sentence was losing control of responsibility for their economy and governing institutions. And how you can mold this sentence? It's average response. Till the time you mentioning no education, it is good, but yes, there are a few more things you can add, but all okay, fine. This is also actually saying the same thing, kind of paraphrasing of the same. But yeah, it's not domestic violent, it's violence, Lence. And the last sentence, it is fine, but actually you just mold it a bit. This sentence says something else, and the way you have presented it, it is inferring some different meaning. And other than that, except the last sentence, it's all good. There is one just mistake which account for the spelling one. Kimberly, your response? People are abusing alcohol. Is this the right word, Kimberly?
It's abuse of alcohol, abusing alcohol. That's what is said normally.
People are abusing alcohol.
Yeah. It's a sad thing. That's why I used it.
Abused of alcohol. It's like the way you have mentioned it, abusing alcohol. It is actually not giving a proper sense here. So maybe you can mold the verb, the use of verb here. Abused of alcohol and other chemical substances. Many children are also abusing alcohol and parents are not able to help their children as the parents themselves suffer from mental illnesses and abuse of alcohol. So this is a lot of repetition in there, first of all. And many things are there which you have missed. Better you can write that. So this is the first, I mean, obviously they're talking about the people living in state of Alaska, that's fine. But other than that, mental and emotional issue is also fine. But repetition is like it clearly can be seen. And there are a lot of things in the passage, and the speed was also normal. So we can better take many things from the passage itself, right? So this is not so good response, I would say. Okay, Shiza, Alaskans in a sophisticated member, all right. Emphasized on their poor living condition, not only highlighted there was lack of physical and mental well-being, but also highlighted that many children are also abused and not educated. The speaker further stressed that parents being alcohol actually ignored their children, and this is very. So finally it is concluded the lecture is very knowledgeable. All right, so it's fine till the time you are mentioning everything, but rather than writing, it's very knowledgeable. I mean, there is the last thing you can mention in here, as Binod mentioned about the government thing. So if you hear the last sentence, you can better type it, and if it's just because the word limit, then it is understandable.
Yeah, because of it.
All right. Okay, so low response, the speaker was discussion about. The speaker was discussing about, or the speaker was having a discussion about. So you need to look into the sentence, lok. The speaker was discussion about is not a right sentence. I mean, this need to be changed. How lack of mental and emotional well-being is cultural identity crisis as well as a country economy in a sophisticated manner. He primarily emphasized on effects of domestic violence and drinking alcohol and its consequences. Additionally, he highlighted on the other problems like drinking, suicide, and children being abused. Finally, the lecture provided crucial information about why emotional well-being is important. Yes, this is fine, and the first sentence is not right, and the last, the word need to be provided, and other than that it is right. Ramandeep, the speaker was discussing about social issues in a sophisticated way. So better if you have written here Alaska, that's the country they're talking about, place they're talking about, or Native Americans maybe. So it will give more meaning to the sentence, but it's fine. Sometimes we miss the keynote, then you can better frame it in another way.
Yes, ma'am.
He primarily emphasized on some social issues such as lack of well-being and mental health. Additionally, he not only highlighted the education level of children, but also mentioned that parents are suffering from mental issues and alcoholic usage. The authority further stress on dependencies on public subsidies. Finally, it is concluded that the lecture provided, yes, it is nice, but it is not about the crucial information about governing institution. It should not be written like that. It just be, maybe you can better, as you have not mentioned the Native American thing or the Alaskans thing in the first sentence, maybe you can add that in the last. Crucial information about the people of Alaska, or about the Native Americans.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm just confused about the last sentence. That which line we need to pick for the conclusion line? Like,
it's like
can we pick
conclusion.
the
Maybe
first
you can
sentence?
just rephrase the topic sentence, like the topic or whatever the topic of the lecture, you can rephrase it in the last sentence as well, because that's what the actually according to the template need to be like that only. Finally it is concluded that, and if you able to catch the last conclusive sentence from the lecture itself, then you can whatever way you feel comfortable writing that sentence with the provided structure, you can use that.
Okay.
And if you miss on that, then better you just paraphrase the same topic sentence. That means the topic of the lecture here. That if it's about, suppose, the people of the Native Americans, so here you will be writing crucial information about dwellers of the Native America. So this is like the same thing. But yeah, again, if you have a conclusive sentence from the lecture, so better you can type it. So it depends on what you got, how well you have taken the notes. And Sabina, the speaker, was discussing about mental and emotional issues in a sophisticated manner. Never write he, she. He, she, I gave you. Sometimes the speaker is male and sometimes it's female. And according to that, we have to change this pronoun. So that's why it's mentioned in this manner. And I guess for this lecture, the speaker is a male. So he primarily emphasized on child abuse. Additionally, he not only highlighted parents' mental issues, but also mentioned that how it is actually affecting the children, how serious the issue is. It is concluded that repercussion for health and issues. And okay, fine. Okay, so you just play very clever here, which is nice. And it's like you just give a introduction to everything mentioned in the lecture. It's good, it's right way, but yes, better if you can pick the more words from the lecture itself. It will give you more marks on the content part. So try to add the words from the lecture itself, right? Honey, the speaker was discussing about the mental and physical well-being of Alaska in a sophisticated manner. People of Alaska, better. He primarily emphasized on domestic violence and suicide. Yes, additionally, he also mentioned that many children are abused because the parents are addicted to alcohol and so they are not abler. So spelling mistake, able to take care of their children. Better not to be used apostrophe s because it is not needed here. Of their children is fine. Because it's not a sentence where you are showing children as a possession. So that s is not needed. The speaker further stressed that people are dependent on public service. Yes, finally it is concluded that the lecture provided crucial information about loss of community identity and the children of Alaska. Nice. So there are few mistakes that I told you, 2 mistakes.
Okay.
Other than that, it's all good. All right, so anybody left? Anjali, the speaker was discussing about the social and mental issues of natives of Alaska. All right, he primarily emphasized on poor physical and mental health of the natives due to consumption of alcohol and other chemicals. He not only highlighted about the adults, but also mentioned how the children is a plural word already, so never put a s with that, are being abused by their parents. The children are left alone without any proper education. The lecture provided crucial information about the mental issues and the impact on their children. Mental issues of the Alaskans and the impact of this on their children. Yes, it is fine. Okay, guys, I'm just reading the response, which is given as a sample answer here, so that you can better relate the things you have mentioned already. All right, it says Native Americans' lives are unprivileged. They lack mental and emotional well-being. Alcohol abuse, domestic violence, homicides, and suicides are the results. In addition, children are not properly taken care by their parents. A lack of education leads to alcohol and other chemicals abuses. As they lose control of themselves, they are also losing control of and responsibility for their economy and governing institutions. So basically you all, in some other words, in some other words, added these things, and you can better judge if you have just picked up the keynotes. Maybe you're just talking somewhere around the same, not writing the same things. But yes, if you can pick up the more words from the lecture itself, try to frame the sentences with the words from the lecture itself, right? But all the responses are fine. And there are 1-2 responses which are very good as compared to the sample answer. They are very close to the sample answer, right? And Sudeep, I got your response as well. I read it, and it is average. But yes, it's like, I know you're trying for the first time, but don't write he, she. So if it's a lecture is a male, write he. Lecturer is a female, write she. And check on your spelling, and always use the first letter capital for starting any sentence, right? So that's the thing you need to take care. And after that, I'll be telling you the further things, right? And spelling and everything, just take care of that. Okay, just a second here. Okay, so we will be moving to the next item type, right? So because it's already 11 in, or you want to do one more lecture, just let me know quickly. Guys, want to do more lecture for the summarized spoken text, or should we move to the next item types?
Next item then.
Okay. All right, so moving on to the next item type, because I know this will consume a lot of time otherwise. No, this is not what we'll be doing today. Okay, here we go. So filling in the blanks. First, we will be doing the item types, which giving a score in the two skills. And this is the second important one, filling in the blanks. It is giving a score in the listening and writing. How many SST will be in the exam? Okay, guys, how many SST will be in the exam? How many SST will be in the exam? 1 or 2? 2 or 3?
2,
How many?
ma'am.
Say again.
2 to 3.
Is it right? 2 to 3?
1 or 2.
Yeah, the SST will be 1 or 2. Either you will be having 2 SSTs or whether you will be having, and there is a very rare case where you can have the third one as well, but that's very rare case because you know that the item is consuming 10 minutes, right? And altogether we have 45 to 57 minutes. So if it's like taking too much time, if there are 3 SSTs, so that means 30 minutes is only for the summarized spoken text. So either you will be having one SST, or just in case you will be having the second one. That's it, 1 or 2, that's it, right? Okay, so the second item type, it is listening and giving score in listening and writing, and it is that you are listening to a recording and the same transcript of the recording will be there on the screen, but yes, there will be few gaps. That means filling in the blanks given. After listening, you need to fill those blanks, just like the filling in the blanks. In any case, I'm saying something, I'm presenting you with the same recording transcript, and there are provided with few gaps, and I'm saying whatever I'm saying, according to that, whatever is missed, you have to fill that information. Quite easy, quite simple. We know that how to conduct it. But again, you need to take care of the spellings when you are typing in. And definitely you're not losing the track of the speaker, because if you lose the track of the speaker here, that means you are just missing 1 or 2 options. So it's important that you should keep moving with the audio. And even if you feel like I'm a person who cannot type at the same very moment and keep the track of the audio as well, so better always write your answer on the given erasable notepad, right? Suppose there are 4 blanks, so 1 2 3 4, right? You don't even need to give number, because it's like ultimately you can understand the first one I mentioned stands for the first blank, then respectively second, third and fourth, right? So it's better to write over there. And when you're just writing that word at that moment, don't care about the spelling much. Okay, at that very moment, you don't care about the spelling much, because after that, when you're done typing out there, and when you're actually typing in the given spaces, then you need to take care of the spelling. And second thing, you need to take care of the punctuation as well, right? So if you're feeling like that is the proper noun you are typing in, so that means the first letter need to be capital. That's how you're getting score in the writing. And spelling, every time you need to take care. And the right form of the word, that means singular or plural. This is the major mistake we normally do while typing the options. We listen the word, but sometimes we just miss that if it's going to be a singular or a plural word. And better, when you're done typing all the answers, give a quick reading to the text, because it's not much. It will be somewhere around 80-90 words. So it's like quickly give it a reading and understand if any word need to be plural, and I just put in singular way. So maybe you can change that. And provided that when you're actually listening the word, listen it very carefully, because the word itself, the way it is pronounced, it will tell you if it's having a S with that or if it's not having a S with that. That's the best thing you can do while listening to the answer, right? And this is how your screen will be with the given question type. right? So here it will tell you when the recording is going to start. It says beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then status will change to playing. That means now the audio is playing, right? And this is the volume bar. You can adjust it for any item type, but better don't don't adjust it while you are listening to the question, because sometime you just by mistake just dragging it down to the lower level, so you will miss that part. So better first, before starting this particular section, when it is a time to check the mic, check only at that very moment, and just in case you're not feeling comfortable, so just quickly give it in a one go, raise the volume. If you feel like I want to listen it in a more audio, more voice, then just raise it quickly. Don't distract yourself by just doing it, or just losing the track for the sake of just adjusting the volume. Don't do that, right? So normally the nouns will be missing. Here it is mentioned. So normally the proper nouns that will be missing, and those are the things which you generally will be hearing in here, right? As you can see here, like name of the forest. So other half is given, the another half you have to find it out, right? So it is like, that's how you can better decide what sort of word can be there. So when you have time before the audio begins, give it a quick reading and understand what sort of word you are after, if it's a noun, if it's an adjective, or if it's a adverb or verb, right? So primarily they're going to be noun or adjectives, right? But yes, sometimes they can be the adverbs as well. So better decide first what sort of word you are after, so it will give you an idea, okay, what I'm about to hear, what I'm looking into the recording, right? So tips: we keep your cursor in the first blank always. Read the transcript before the audio start. That way, just follow the speaker. Don't ever lose the track of it. Be ready to write in the rough notepad. That's the best thing, because typing, we sometimes start finding the keys, and just in that case, we just miss the other answer. Always review in the end, as I told you, to just be sure that you have picked the options right, spellings are correct, grammar is followed, singular plural is being watched. So for that, review them, right? And have your time management strategy ready. So don't utilize required more than required time here, because you know that the time is the key. If you can manage it well, so only then you can reach to the last item type. So every item type is very important in the listening, as it is anyhow important to score to any other skill as well, right? So listening is actually a score booster. So here we continue with the practice question, and I'm stopping it here, sharing the screen with the few questions from the filling in the blanks. Okay, just 2 minutes. Okay, bear with me, I'm just picking a few questions for you. So it says Phillips. Okay. All right, so the first question is having 6 blanks. There it is. The second is having 4 blanks, and we will be doing 3 questions, right? Because that's how it will be in the exam, 2 to 3, and we will be following the same pattern. And the last one is having 5 blanks. Okay, so let me share the screen now. So you can read it, and I just look into the audio to play with the same. Just give me a second here. Just a moment, guys. I need to find it out. Okay, can you play hear it on the laptop? If you can, just let me know. I'm playing it here on the laptop. Okay, so it will be playing in another 4 minutes. Just let me know if you can hear it or not.
No, can't hear. It's like very faint. Can't hear anything.
No?
No.
No, ma'am.
All right, got that, got that. Okay. Come on, this is like I have to. Actually, I'm not finding the track in my system here. Comparative to this one. And again. Okay, let me find it if I get it. Otherwise, I'll change the question. Just a moment, yeah. Okay, so here it goes. Yeah, just bear with me. Another 1 minute and we'll be all set. Just a moment, yeah. Let me find the track once. Okay, I'm just changing the question. The audio recordings I have in my phone, that's what I'll be playing, right? So just a moment.
As with all.
Okay, you got it, Vinod. Can you send it here to me? Vinod, tell me, or otherwise I'll just change the question.
Ma'am, I don't know if I have to download that track
Okay,
or
maybe
shall I just play so that everyone can hear it?
maybe play it. Let's see if everyone can hear it or not.
I will try.
Yeah. And I'm just picking up the another question where I am having the track for. So here it is, the first question. Yeah, that I got the track for. You playing something?
Yeah, ma'am. That is the track.
All right, so it's not audible.
It's shaky, very shaky. You can't.
Very shaky. Okay, I'll just find it out there myself. Vinod, can you please send me the screenshot privately, like the way you have sent it? Okay, and meanwhile, we will be doing this first question. I got the track here, right, on the screen. So this is the question you will be doing right now. It got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blanks, right? So I'm playing it.
New question?
Yeah, the new question on the screen. I changed it.
Ma'am, 1 second. I'm not ready.
All right. Just let me know and then I'll play. it got 6 blanks. So I'm playing it first and then I'll be looking into the tracks for the another question. Are you ready? Are you ready, Binod?
Yes, ma'am. I sent you a picture, ma'am. A photo, capture picture.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine. Thank you very much. Okay, meanwhile you do this, I'll just look into the same. Okay, I'm playing it. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Teamwork can also lead to inconsistency, a common cause of poor sales. In the case of a smartphone that a certain company launched, one director wanted to target the business market, and another demanded it was aimed at consumers. The company wanted both directors to be involved, so gave the product a consumer-friendly name, but marketed it to companies. The result was that it met the needs of neither group. It would have been better to let one director or the other have his way, not both. Now, industriousness or hard work. It's easy to mock people who say they work hard.
Okay, you type the answer, send it, and I'll look into the next track.
Ma'am, I sent you a wrong picture. I will send you again.
No, this is right one. Yeah, this is right one. Don't worry about it. Just guys type your answers and send it to me. Yeah, this is same. Don't write the answers one by one, guys. Type all the answers once, all the 6 answers, and then click the enter button. Then click the send button, right? Don't send them one by one. Okay, so the answers I received here. The first answer is from Sunita. Okay, the first 2 answers you sent me, Sunita, they are right. And but try to send all the answers once, right? And Nick, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, all are correct. 6 marks, spellings are correct, and everything is correct. Ashmita, first answer, second, third. Okay, third is wrong. Okay, so you got 5 marks. Sunita, third is wrong. Fifth is wrong. Last is wrong. So just 2 marks for the first 2. And Kimberly, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. They all correct. So 6 marks. And Honey, first, second, and sixth one is right. So 3 marks, Honey. Because spellings are wrong with the 5th one, and 3rd and 4th they are incorrect. Binod, your first answer spellings, they are wrong. Binod, you got the spelling mistakes. And to my surprise, the 5th answer spelling, those are right. So 2 marks, 3 marks for the last 3. Last 3 are right. And Shiza, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. 5 marks. Lok, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So 5 marks. Harshita, 3rd answer is wrong, 5th is wrong, 6th is wrong. 2 marks. And the spelling for the first one, they are wrong too. So no, 1 mark. Sukhdeep, No, this is not right. No, this is not right. So the answers are not right. And you know that, Binod, the way you have typed spelling, it is also incorrect. You see your typed message. So the word spelling itself, it's already incorrect. Okay, guys. Yeah, Vinod, there is a problem with your spellings, and yeah, I always told you that you need to work on the same. Otherwise, like, it's gonna really hard. And you see the spelling word itself is wrong. So app, I don't think so. But definitely, if you go after App Store and type out there, or maybe Google some apps for the spelling correction or learning spellings, you will get some links. I'll just search and tell you if I get something on the group, WhatsApp group, right? Okay, so this question is done. So the first answer for this one is inconsistency. Yes, this is right now. So inconsistency, INCONSISTENCY. The second answer is launched, LAUNCHED. Third answer is aimed, AIMED. Fourth is involved, INVOLVED. Fifth is industriousness. That's very came as very crisp, clear. INDUSTRIOUSNESS, industriousness. And then the last one is mock. People is already given. So if you given me the option as mock people, I won't be saying it's right. So it need to be have only MOCK, mock people, right? To make it right answer. Okay, so first spelling, inconsistency. I'm typing it for you. Here it is. It cannot be in, IN. That's how it is. Okay, so the next question. Let me check the audio for the same. Only then I'll be playing. Okay, here you go. Okay, I'm just stopping it and sharing again with the next question.
Carbon-rich soil is...
Come on, wait for me. Okay, so the next question on the screen just right now. It got 6 blanks. All right, and here you go with this. Okay, sharing it again. I'll just type the spellings for you, Harshita. Just stay there, right? Okay, here it is, the second question. And this is the audio I'm playing right now. Okay, here it is, carbon rich. This word is already spoken. So it will be starting from is dark, right? So I'm playing the same.
Dark, crumbly and fertile, and retains some water. But erosion can occur if soil is dry, which is a likely effect if it contains inadequate amounts of carbon. Erosion is of course bad for people trying to grow crops or breed animals on that terrain. In the 1970s and 80s, Lau was studying soils in Africa, so devoid of organic matter that the ground had become extremely hard, like cement. There he met a pioneer in the study of global warming, who suggested that carbon from the soil had moved into the atmosphere. This is now looking increasingly likely.
I'm just playing it once again for the first question only, not for the remaining ones.
Carbon-rich soil is dark, crumbly and fertile.
So I just played because it just started so quick. Type your answers and start sending them. 6 answers, 6 marks. Score will go to writing as well. So just take care of the way you are typing them, the spellings, the right form of the verb, word, and send it through.
Sending the answers, I think I missed my numbering, might not be right. I'm not sure because of one blank missing.
Which blank is missing?
I think it's 3 or 4. I'm not sure because I just missed that blank. I just hope.
You send your answer, I'll check out that.
I hope my numbering is right. I don't know if the blank is after 3. I don't know if I've done 4 or 5. That's why.
So maybe you check into the sentence itself. The sentence can tell you.
1 second. I sent you the answer.
No, okay, I got them down. Yeah, I'm just looking into the next question answer. Okay, so first, second is right.
The one I missed. Sorry, that 4th is the 4th.
Third is wrong.
Something I missed that miss. I missed that.
I got it, Kimberly. I got it. What you missed? You missed the fourth one, and you missed the last one as well. How many blanks are there in the question?
First one I have to just.
It got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blanks, right? And I got 6 answer from you, but 4th is already missing. Fine, got that. First 2 is right, and then 5th is right, and 6th is right. Binod, first one is wrong. Spelling are incorrect. That's why. Okay, the second one is just that you added the another form of the word. It's incorrect. And the 4th is right.
Check my 7th answer, please.
What are you saying, Kimberly?
Answer. I sent you the 7th answer.
So wait for that because I got the other messages. When I'll be reaching to that, I'll be speaking about that, right? Okay, so then Ashmita, your first answer is right. Second is right. Third and 4th is right. Okay, and Binod, that's for the last one, but it is not the right form of the verb. So it's not right. Honey, first is wrong. Second right. 4th and 5th is right. And last is right. And Ashmita, this is for, if this is for 5th and 6th, so the 5th is wrong, 6th is right, but the spellings are wrong, so it is wrong. Shiza, the first one is right, second is wrong, third is wrong, 4th is wrong, and 6th is right, 7th is wrong. And Kimberly, 7th is wrong because the spellings are wrong.
The message, I'm sorry, I mistyped the spelling. I sent you the next message. I mistyped in the type.
Okay, then maybe it will come later with the next
Yeah.
messages. Sukhdeep, no, it's not right. Nick, first wrong, second right, third right, and then 6th and 7th is right. Yeah, this spelling is right. Okay, Blok, second is right. 6th is right and 7th is right. Binod, no, still wrong. Sabina, yeah, first is right, second, third, and 7th. Oh my god. So no one is giving perfect 7 answers here. Let's hear it again once more. Okay, there is one more answer. I need to say that first. Sunita, okay. The last answer is right. And you have to listen carefully to the audio again. Because actually this is not the answers I'm expecting from you guys. So I'm just playing the audio again. All right, now listen carefully. And try to give the right answer with the right spellings.
Carbon-rich soil is dark, crumbly and fertile and retains some water. But erosion can occur if soil is dry, which is a likely effect if it contains inadequate amounts of carbon. Erosion is of course bad for people trying to grow crops or breed animals on that terrain. In the 1970s and 80s, Lau was studying soils in Africa so devoid of organic matter that the ground had become extremely hard, like cement. There he met a pioneer in the study of global warming, who suggested that carbon from the soil had moved into the atmosphere. This is now looking increasingly likely.
I hope you get the answers this time. Yes, this is right, Kimberly. Shiza, that's for the third one. Right. Ashmita. Is it for the fourth one? Shiza.
No, ma'am, for the third one.
Third one is right. And Ashmita, yes, this time your all answers are correct. Spellings are fine. Okay. Okay. So this says crumbly. C-R. Here it says crumbly. C-R-U-M-B-L-Y. Crumbly. And yes, that's right now. And it contains inadequate. So inadequate. So inadequate amounts of carbon. Crops or breed animals on that terrain. That's what it is, right? And Africa, soils in Africa, so devoid of organic matter. There he met a pioneer, right? And this is now looking increasingly likely, right? So I hope you get the spellings here. Increasingly, right? And inadequate. Terrain, breed, crumbly, everything is clear there, right? Okay, one more. So these are the 2 blanks and your scoring is really bad out of these 2. Oh, yes, think this is fine. But again, you see, the 5th answer is still wrong. And Binod, you look into your spelling, man. This is not right. I mean, the way you type, actually, that's why you're losing score. So 3rd, 5th, and 3rd, 6th, and 7th is right. And 2nd, it can be right, but just because you're spelling bad, it's not right, right? So you need to look into your spellings, Binod, otherwise it's going to be a complete mess for you in the exam. Okay, I'm just stopping it for the next question. So next question I'll be bringing up with the almost, I think, more blanks. Okay, it got 6 blanks. So 6 blanks equals to 6 marks. And same potential to the writing. Let's see how well you just do this question now. Okay, here it is shared. Okay, look into this one. It's going to begin in 3 seconds.
So, the phone company designed phones for use globally with this added feature. Ethnographic research has also been carried out in computer companies. In one company, IT systems administrators were observed for several weeks. It was found that a large amount of their work involved communicating with colleagues in order to solve problems, but that they didn't have a standard way of exchanging information from spreadsheets and so on. So, the team came up with an idea for software that would help them to do this.
Okay, so answers. Nick, your answers. The first is right. Second is incomplete, and of course it's not right. Third is wrong. Fourth is right. Fifth is right. Sixth is wrong. Ashmita, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all correct. And Honey, first and fourth, fifth is right. Shiza, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, all correct. Kimberly, first, second, fourth, fifth, and sixth, correct.
I didn't give second answer. I gave third answer. Second answer.
So I said third.
You said first, second. So second.
Was third. I just clearly said that.
Okay.
Third, because actually this is the third answer, and I can see the numbering you have mentioned.
Okay.
Don't worry much about Kimberly. I can read that clearly. Okay, so Deep, first and fifth is right. You see, there are students who even, I mean, everyone don't number the answers as well, but still I get that, which it stands for. And the spelling mistake is there in the third one, Sukhdeep. If you can just check into the spellings better, you will be in a better position. You can score that mark as well. And Sabina, the first, fourth, fifth, and sixth is right. Yeah, first, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Binod, first, fourth, fifth, and that's right. You know, the third and fifth, sixth is already right, but the problem is that you are not picking up the right form of the word. Same goes to Nick. No, this is not right, Kimberly, for the second one. Okay, anybody typing the answer can send that quickly. Okay, Sunita, first, fourth, and fifth is right. First, fourth, and fifth. Yes, that's right, Binod. That's how it need to be. But yeah, in exam, nobody gonna tell you. So it's like you need to judge it first, otherwise it's submitted. All right, I'm playing it once more and just to check the answers and look if the answer is wrong, why that is wrong. Because many of you send me the right answers for many questions, but just because the not the right form of the word, it's wrong.
So the phone company designed phones for use globally with this added feature. Ethnographic research has also been carried out in computer companies. In one company, IT systems administrators were observed for several weeks. It was found that a large amount of their work involved communicating with colleagues in order to solve problems, but that they didn't have a standard way of exchanging information from spreadsheets and so on. So, the team came up with an idea for software that would help them to do this.
So the first is globally. No, this is not the second one. Ethnographic. So it says ethnographic, right? E-T-H-N-O, ethnographic, right? And here the third answer. The third answer is like right for many, but the problem is that you have not given it in the right form. Administrators. You see, it says were. So when it is were, that means the word is going to be plural, right? And ethnographic, the E need to be capital for the second answer. If it's not the capital word, why you know that? Because this is the first word of the of this sentence, and first word of the sentence, the first letter need to be capital. So even if you're writing E in small letter, you're losing that mark. Okay, item system administrator is going for the fourth one or third one, and then fourth involved communicating with colleagues. So it's again a plural answer, colleagues. And then fifth, it says exchanging, and sixth, it says spread sheets. So the answer, last one is good for many, but the problem comes when you haven't put the S there. So it's spreadsheets, colleagues, administrators. So three plural answer out there, and rest you know it's exchanging and it's globally. So this is like very minor mistakes for three answers, but you know that if it's not a plural, if it's like you are putting up in a singular form, you won't be receiving that mark in the writing for sure, and of course in the listening as well, because ultimately you just missed the right pronunciation of the word. All right, it's 11:52, so I guess we will be able to one more question of the same category. Won't be starting the next one. So doing one more question quickly, and this time you guys need to send me the right answer very quickly, right? So here the last set of the question for today. It's an interesting item type, provided that you need to pay attention here, right? Okay, so here it is. I'm sharing the screen again. Okay, so how was this reflected? This is the question. Playing the audio in 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and it is loading and starts playing.
So, how was this reflected in the design of the building? Well, Harrison decided to create pedestrian access to the building and to make use of the presence of water on the site. As people approach the entrance, they therefore have to cross over a bridge. He wanted to give people a feeling of suspense as they see the building first from a distance and then close up. And the initial impression he wanted to create from the shape of the building as a whole was that of a box.
So it is very clear, very easy words, comes clearly to you. Type them, send them as quickly as possible, right? Okay, the answer from Harshita, and fourth and fifth is right. The spellings are correct, so 2 marks. Sunita, the second, third, fourth, and fifth, they are right, so 4 marks. Honey, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all correct, 5 marks. Nick, 5 marks. Kimberly, 5 marks. Sabina, 5 marks. And Ashmita, 4 marks. Oh no, 3 marks. Ashmita, 3 marks for second, third, and fifth answer. Sukhdeep, suspense is right. I mean, this is the answer. Again, there is a spelling mistake with the third one. And yeah, so it's like 1 mark. Binod, you got 1 mark. Shiza, you got 5 marks. Anybody typing can send it quickly, or otherwise I'm just stating here the answers. Okay, here it says why the first one is wrong with few of you. It says pedestrian, not plural answer is your pedestrian. Create pedestrian access to the building and to make use of the presence of water on the site. That's right spelling. Yeah, right. And then people approach the entrance. So entrance is never with I, it's with E, entrance. And then the fourth one, suspense. That's what I even said as well, suspense. And then impression stands for the fifth answer. So that's it. It's pedestrian, presence, entrance, suspense, and impression. So you know that sometimes you're just messing it up with just because of the spelling. Sometimes you're not actually getting the right pronunciation of the word, right? Like in the case of here, somebody written presented something or presentation something. Pedestrian, it's like production. So it's like, you know, the sound is different, but yeah, sometimes we just can misjudge the pronunciation and write the word. But yes, when you're reading it after putting up the option, you can better decide if you are actually putting up the right word or some different word than that. It says Harrison decided to create dash access to the building. Production access, presentation access, it doesn't give any sense, right? So maybe you just look into this passage after fixing up the option there. If there is any mistake, the sentence itself will tell you, especially the singular plural. It can clearly get from the sentence in which you are putting up the sentence. So there will be very depleted chance of the mistakes, right? So that's all guys for the today class, and tomorrow we will be continuing with the listening item types further, and the remaining one we will try to cover all tomorrow only, and then we will be moving to the speaking and writing, right? So that's all for today. Have any question can ask now. If no, it's all good. And Kimberly, if you get a call after 12, let me know on the
Yes, ma'am.
message.
Yes,
Just
ma'am. I'll
in case
message
you
you.
don't get that, so again tell me. I'll just again call them up, right?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Sure. All right. And Vinod, work on your spelling, man. This is not the way you will be receiving good score. Even spellings, I mean, this is going to be a blunder for you in the writing, because writing, it's all about your spelling. If you're messing up your spelling, you won't be able to score good in the PT, because spelling has a status bar in the scorecard, a separate status bar. So if that's not achievable, that means ultimately it's affecting all the other item types. So work on spelling. Maybe I mean, now the pedestrian spelling are this. Type them at least 4, 5, 10 times till the time it just set here, right? Same goes to any spelling it come across. And also match the spelling with the pronunciation. Look what pronunciation the word have. According to that, what spelling it need to have, right? That's what you need to work on. Okay, and that's it. And yeah, the student just attending the class here for today only. It's like we do run this class every day, Monday to Friday, 10 to 12. And we also run the PT IELTS class as well. That's 2 to 4 Melbourne time every day, Monday to Friday. The Nati classes are also available, guys. The new students here, Nati Hindi, Punjabi, Nati Urdu, Nepalese, 4 languages are there. Different slots are there. So you can attend those classes as well, right? The slots are on the Facebook page of the CECA. Go through the post. So post, you get the details, the links, the timing, the everything out there, right? Okay, so I'm ending this session, guys. Take care, stay safe, and welcome everyone. Have a good day. Okay, bye-bye. I'm ending this session. See ya. Bye-bye.